Alright, hello everybody, it's me, Clock, and today we're playing You and Him, Cain, a prequel to the You and Him visual novel Yandere horror series. Just a quick warning, this game is for 18 plus only, and it has depictions of suicidal ideation, accidental self-harm, depictions of mental illness, and eye strain, okay? You've been warned, leave now. I haven't even touched the settings on this. Let's just get right into it. Cain. Okay. Oh, wait, what was that? Graham's Arena, Belfast, California. 10:30 p.m. So this is, by the way, yeah, 1 month before Adam meets you. This is the events leading up to the first day, the first game. Wait, Ghost, why did you give the middle finger to YouTube? You're supposed to be nice to YouTube, guys. Be nice. They're YouTube frogs. They don't want to be YouTube frogs. They just are, okay? 1 month before Adam meets you. And I've completely forgotten the voices I give them, so I'm sorry, but you probably won't get the same voices. The award for Album of the Year goes to... There's a moment of hushed silence as I'm looking respectfully as possible at Melody, an artist known for their revolutionary music videos. An experimental sound opens the envelope flap. While others lean forward in their seats, waiting on bated breath, Cain steals a swig from his flask. What are you, a pirate? Now that's good shit. He withholds a groan of satisfaction as his body loosens up. Oh my god, this me for real. Sitting in these cramped seats for hours on end in this borderline stuffy setting of an awards show sets him on a razor's edge. He doesn't even want to imagine how he'd handle all of this normally. Normally? You mean drunk? All these people with their probing eyes on him? Fuck that. That's why he brought his trusty flask for backup. This is the only way he can preserve the carefully crafted image of the band that Saffron helped curate. Cain manages to tuck away his flask as Melody withdraws a glossy-looking card from the envelope on stage. They peer down for a brief moment before breaking into a brilliant smile. I have a feeling Worm is going to be summoned. Let's see. Let's check the users in chat. That one Worm. I don't normally do that. I don't normally, check my lurkers. Bro's lurking. Cause I knew it would summon Worm. This is like a goddamn summoning circle for the horny people. No shame. This is a safe place, okay? Cain manages to tuck away his flask as Melody withdraws a glossy-looking card from the envelope on stage. They peer down for a brief moment before breaking into a brilliant smile. Melody lifts the card over their head as if the victory were their own, while the camera zoom in on each of the nominees, one view including Cain and his bandmates. You can see the lurkers? Yeah, I can check a viewer list. I knew I felt pulled to this stream for a reason. Cake! Wait, cake? Cake on the ocean? Cake by the ocean? The crowd erupts into a deafening roar, cheers and screams breaking out all around the group. Cain resists the urge to check if his eardrums just burst. Instead, he plays it cool. Instead, he plays it cool as Ethan, his multi-talented instrumentalist of a bandmate, lets out a loud whoop and thrusts his arms into the air before bursting out of his chair and jogging towards the stage. King. Thank you. I know, I'm crazy. Oh, I shit myself. They just don't know how to do an awards show anymore nowadays, chat. Like, where's the toilet in the middle of the walkway? Cake's drummer goes next, practically bouncing on the heels of his feet as he makes a heart shape with his hands in the direction of the camera. There's a few delighted squeals that follow. Oh, there he is! Yeah. Adam, the main face of their band and lead singer, is more subdued. It gives a kind smile, and a smile wave towards the crowd. A down-to-earth reaction in comparison to the other two as he joins them on stage. You're a goddamn murderer. Male Vin! Vin wishes. Kane keeps himself from laughing. Not over the duality of their reactions over the announcement, but something else entirely. Anyone who knows any of these men could easily place why. But they're all doing what they're told. They're entertainers. A fantasy put on stage, meant to sell albums and records and establish connections around the world. So Kane puts on a show. It's his turn after all. Gives the camera that zooms in on him an enigmatic smile and a wink before leisurely getting up and going to join the others. He takes note of Adam's strained expression as he takes his time, his movements liquid smooth thanks to the liquor. Anyone who doesn't know the singer personally won't see the undercurrent of annoyance and anger coursing through him as he keeps his gaze trained on Kane's slow-moving legs. Always a fucking snail's pace. Kane can practically hear Adam's thoughts and responds by simply ignoring him, eyes roaming towards the crowd before landing on a woman in the audience, wearing a glittering silver gown that pools around her feet. I'm looking respectfully. Arya Adorna. I'm not gonna. Okay! Ow! Wow. Okay. I mean, the dudes look good, but, like, none of them are shirtless. You know, I'm not seeing any booba. Okay, I'm looking at her eyes. She was one of the other nominees, but you wouldn't know that by looking at how wide she's smiling. Particularly at Adam. Kane had to guess. She'll try sleeping with him by the end of the night at the after party. He wishes her luck. She's gonna need it. With that thought, Kane finally joins the others on stage, responsible for making their album into what it is, a worldwide phenomenon. Geb, keep it down. Keep it down in the pants now, boys. And girls. Millions of sales nationally and internationally. Just about everyone knows Cake's name. A grand achievement from the outside looking in. But if he's being honest with himself, it all feels so fake and empty. No, not fake. It is. So much so he has to resist the urge to break out his flask and take a swig in front of everyone watching. He's crying. He's just like, I'm so fucking done, bro. If you cry on stage, I'm walking away. Also, but Kane, by the way, I love how Kane's dressed. This is base. This is basically what I used to wear some. Kane manages to wrangle his lips into a half-hearted smirk as Ethan takes the microphone and wipes false tears from his eyes, hamming it up like usual. I just want to say, he fans himself as if he's trying to stop his crocodile tears. After putting up with Adam for months on end, I'd say we deserve this. Kane tries to keep from snorting. Isn't that an understatement? Look at his little smirk, man. He's like, I did nothing wrong. Clock used to dress like Casino Luigi. Instead of green, replace the green with purple. But then yes, pretty much yes. Anytime there was a fancy event I would go to, I basically wear a vest. Minus this. I used to wear a jacket or just no jacket at all. But I always rolled up the sleeves. Ethan then breaks out into a playful grin and shares it with the purple-haired singer, who returns it with a good-natured smile and soft laugh, waving Ethan off as he's embarrassed by his teasing. I also didn't have green hair, I had black hair. When he finally gives up the microphone, King's bound over and blows the crowd a kiss. I do like the green though, I'm not gonna lie. If I could dress as Luigi, chat, I would. Okay? For real, chat, I would. Luigi's got game, bro. Luigi's bagging girls like it's nothing, okay? Don't disrespect the Ouija. He's the best. When he finally gives up the microphone, King's bound over and blows the crowd a kiss. His follow-up speech bubbly and full of optimism. When did they update the stare? Year of Luigi! Best year! Luigi wins by doing absolutely nothing. Exactly. He's the humble brother, but the better brother. He then offers Kane the microphone next, but Kane waves him off. No thanks. Of course, he's playing into his on-stage persona a bit, but he really doesn't feel like making some half-ass speech that he doesn't mean. Not to mention, who would really listen or give a shit? Insecurity nags at him. Finally, why'd the music stop? Adam steps up to the microphone, facing the crowd with practiced sincerity. His cross earring glints under the stage lights. A beatific smile that rivals all other angels in heaven adorns his face, and everyone goes quiet. Everyone going absolutely still. Yeah, I was gonna say the stare emote's British now. Fucking British stare. What? Everyone going absolutely still. Without even saying a word, Adam's mere presence garners every single person's attention as they wait for him to speak, like he's a preacher at church spilling the word of gospel. No, more like he's a messenger of heaven itself. I really want to thank everyone who helped make our album what it is. From our record label, Collision Industries, to our artist manager, who doubles as our tour manager, Saffron, to our fans who helped support us throughout the years. We couldn't have done it without a single one of you. You've helped our dream become a reality. Is this how fucking cringe I'm gonna sound, dude? If I ever get like 15k subs on YouTube? He's really fucking pouring it on. Yep, that's okay. Ever the perfectionist, be it a speech or over their music. Kane can't count how many all-nighters they pulled just because Adam wasn't satisfied with their sound. Oi, bruv. Oi, bruv. That's the voice, by the way. Oi, bruv. Match up with his unrealistic Wait. Kane can't count how many all-nighters they pulled just because Adam wasn't satisfied with their sound, wanting them to match up with his unrealistic expectations for his vision of the song. He downed so many energy drinks to survive those nights. Not that he slept that well anyway, but Adam just loved to push people past their limit, and knows without a doubt that they're going to endure the same treatment when they start in on their next album. Bro, why'd they put me in the bunny suit? Sorry you was pulling the pizza out of the oven? Why was all you could think me in a bunny suit? You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. I'm in a bunny suit now, Rune. Adam is so fine? What about me? What about Bun Clock? Huh? How about that? Please say no, by the way. Please say you're not. Please, thank you. I can take that. I'm happier with that, actually. Kane almost raises an eyebrow when Adam reaches over and ropes Ethan into a one-armed hug around the shoulders and squeezes. Now you're gonna say yes! No! No! You can't take it back. You said no already, and I'm happy. I take those wins. Let's go! Not sexualized clock. Let's go! Looks like he's missed something. Oh fucking well. None of this public display matters in the first place. And I don't know what I'm gonna do with you, Adam says, earning small chuckles from the audience as he ruffles Ethan's hair like he's a troublesome little brother, before letting him go and showing they're just messing around. The crowd, of course, eats every bit of their dynamic up. Adam then returns his attention back to their captive audience. The expression on Adam's face almost makes Cain roll his eyes, but he resists as the other man's gaze softens as he continues on. But honestly, I don't know what I'd do without him, or any of them, really. He takes the microphone and turns towards his bandmates. I just want to say that there's no one better than this group right here standing beside me. I see them not only as my bandmates, but also as my friends, my family. Through it all, you stayed with me through all those sleepless nights of us working, perfecting our music, making me laugh when it got hard, too. I can't thank you all enough. So thank you for being there and acting as more than my bandmates, but as my brothers. Thank you. Yeah, okay. Kane keeps his half smile fixed in place. He's done it time and time again, throughout all of Adam's meaningless speeches. The purple-haired singer's words crafted to bring a tear to any viewer's eye, but everything about it a carefully crafted lie. You know what else is hard, Adam? Me! No. You signed up for this. Kane reminds himself. They all did. Kane keeps his hands loose and feigns amusement when the camera's focus shifts onto his reaction, acting like what Adam's saying is common knowledge between the members. He gives Adam a nod of acknowledgement and is tugged forward by King, who grabs onto his and Ethan's hands before they circle Adam and commence a group hug. That's so fucking good. Gay. As their heads duck together, their expressions hidden away from prying eyes, Cain sees Adam's unfathomable rage. He's staring at Ethan like he wants to choke the other man out. Ethan merely grins, always one to poke the proverbial bear. He knows Adam can't retaliate in front of all these people. He's safe. For now. Oh no! Wow, this band is yeah, they're fine. They're doing good. They're not gonna break up. No, they're good. They're a good band. They're a good band, for sure. Really close. When they draw away, Adam easily slips on his mask as the down-to-earth singer of Cake. Yeah, we're definitely gonna hit the flask after this. He even fakes a laugh when Ethan dips his head back towards the microphone before they head backstage, his golden eyes sparkling with mischief. What is this? That's an face, chat. This is a Coomer face. Jeez, Adam, way to kill off the fanfics with that comment. Then he thrusts his fists into the air and shouts, "Kith for life, baby!" What? Before he's pulled away with the group, earning chuckles from the crowd as they walk backstage. 3 free moans? What do you mean, dude? I was just being him. What the fuck? Not my fault, Choco, it is your fault. Chocolino Boko, it's your fault. I blame you. Kane raises a brow at Ethan as they walk side by side. Kith, huh? Kith was an obvious mashup of Ethan and King's names. Were you hoping I'd say Can instead? Sorry, maybe next time we'd win a whammy. Are you gonna rip open your suit to reveal a shirt with our ship name hidden underneath like you did with Adam when we got the award for Best New Group a few years back? Oh no, I'm thinking bigger, bolder. Think a marching band, a baton twirler, and a shit ton of confetti. What? Bro, that's like when that's like when someone mixed the audio from me and Manly Badass Hero in a video game together, and someone actually in the chat said I ship it, and I was like, nah. He's just glad it's over. After everything that happened on stage, he could use another swig from his flask. Maybe even a cigarette. He's craving something either way. Their stint backstage is a brief one, with the exception of a few people congratulating them before they're brought out to the limo where Saffron waits for them. Speaking into his Bluetooth and standing beside the open limo door. Clock and Manly is like yin and yang with masculinity. What? What the fuck? No way, dude. I don't believe it. No. You fuckers, dude. I hate you all. Kane catches snippets of the conversation as he slides in. Yes, we should shoot the music video beforehand. They'll be on the road after that for a year. No. He drags his attention away from Saffron and brings out his flask. Says the bunny femme. No! Okay, one. Masculine as fuck, man. I don't care what you say. It's masculine as fuck when a dude like me wears a bunny suit, okay? I'm confident in my masculinity. That's why. Okay? Ain't no bottom as confident, masculine as I am, okay? I am a top. Yeah. Flexes. Drags his attention away from Saffron and brings out his flask. Time to drink. At long fucking last. Goes to take a swig when the limo door slams shut and a hand clamps down on his arm. What the fuck do you think you're doing? Of course. Right on cue. They're out of earshot and away from prying eyes, which means Adam's allowed to act like a prick again. Taking a drink. What does it look like? Adam curls his lips in disgust. Put that shit away. You already smell like you rolled out of a kegger. How about I light a cigarette instead? Kane retorts, refusing to back down. When Adam's expression twists even further, he can't help but let out his lips quirk into a smile. Adam wants to act like an asshole. Kane will match him step for step. He then wrenches his arm out of Adam's grasp, holding his gaze while he takes a swig from his flask, before dragging an arm across his wetted lips. Wait, he just did this. Fuck you. A vein pulses along his jaw. Looks like he's about to ready to take a swing at Kane. You wanna fucking go? I got drunken fist over here. To which he'd like to see Adam try. A low whistle sounds to their right, drawing both of their attention over to Ethan, who's got his arms laced behind his hand, wearing his typical grin. Easy there, Adam. If your face gets any more purple, it's going to match your hair. You're gonna look like that one girl from Wally in the Chocolate Facility. Wally in the Chocolate Facility. Mom, I want to watch Charlie in the Chocolate Factory. We got Charlie in the Chocolate Factory at home. No, wait. Did she actually turn blue instead of purple? He taps his chin in thought before he gives a non-committal shrug. His cheeky expression returns. Out of the four of them, Ethan's personality on stage matches the guy he is in private. An energetic guy who loves to joke around and play pranks. His favorite target being Adam. Everyone else takes Ethan in stride, but Adam's easy to set off. One wrong move and there's debris for miles around. He's a grenade waiting to go off. And like Ethan said during his speech, he's a pain in the ass to work with. Ironic high! What's up, Ironic? Kane watches as Adam bristles, also remembering what happened with Ethan on stage, and the brazen truth he aired out. But the audience won't take Ethan's words to heart. True or not, no one takes him seriously given his personality that lacks any semblance of seriousness. Something only Ethan could get away with. A trait that Kane can't help but envy when he's sober enough to think about it. He watches as Adam's lips curls into a snarl. And you... what the fuck was that? Ah, there it is. Kane expected this. He knew how Adam would react as soon as they were away from prying eyes. The real Adam coming out to play. Ethan feigns ignorance and presses the tips of his fingers to his lips, pretending to appear aghast. Why, Adam, whatever do you mean? I thought I was well behaved today. There's a sudden bang as Adam's curled up fist rests on the limousine window. His lips curled into a snarl that's closer to a demon than an angel. Yeah, they don't have issues. They're actually really close, tight-knit family. Kane's surprised the glass didn't crack in the process. A lot of force went into that blow. Across from them, Ethan raised an eyebrow, unperturbed when the purple-haired singer's gaze meets his, the air thickening with tension between the two. Kane takes another swig from his flask as he resigns himself to watching the two verbally duke it out. Glug, 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 glug. Oh, that's good shit. You know exactly what I fucking mean. What the fuck was that speech? You trying to make a fool out of me? Speech? Oh, you mean the one where I joked you're a nightmare to work with? I don't know. I thought it was pretty funny. I thought you did too, given your initial reaction. What? Did you not like it or something? What do you think? I already said I thought it was funny. Jeez, you're... Oh, he's beside me now. He's cut off as Adam's arm darts out, the hand belonging to that arm fisting the front of Ethan's shirt before he drags him so close that they're nose to nose. Okay, don't fist someone in front of me, bro. That's weird. There, the secondary colors, Loki. Ethan grins, almost like he's getting a kick out of the whole ordeal. There's not a hint of fear, only amusement and an undercurrent of something else that Kane himself knows all too well. He's fisting him right now. Defiance. Couldn't stand the distance between us, I see. Goodness, Adam. If you just wanted to get up and close and personal, all you had to do was ask. And then Ethan does something unexpected. he stops fisting him. Kane watches as Ethan kisses the tip of Adam's nose with a light mwah, the sound echoing through the car that goes deathly silent. Oh. He's gonna murder him. No, he shit himself. The only noise comes from the soft hum of the limousine's engine and Adam's little fart. A moment passes. 2. 3. Then Adam's gaze narrows into slits, and the hand gripping Ethan's shirt near tears the fabric as he lifts Ethan a little too off his seat. I'm going to fucking kill him, he says before all hell breaks loose as he winds his fist back, eyes flashing blood red. King, who remains silent up until this point, manages to grab onto Adam's arm, stopping his fist from making contact, and Adam tries shaking him off. No, bro, no, you can't. You can't name bro King and then. There's no way we just made King the femboy of the group, right? There's no way King is the femboy of the group. No, dude, no. Gev gets it. No. Not the King, bro. Not the King. He's looking good, though. I'm not gonna lie. Those suspenders? Okay. Adam, please get a hold of yourself. You need to calm down. Adam ignores King's attempts at getting through to him. He keeps his eyes locked on Ethan. Nothing's going to stop him at this rate, and Kane slowly unscrews his flask with reluctance. Adam almost manages to wrangle himself out of King's grasp when Kane raises the container over Adam's head and lets the alcohol pour out onto Adam's head. Kane is so fucking based, man. Kane is top tier character. We love King. Go Kane. Go Kane. Cool off. Adam stiffens and his eyes dart in Kane's direction, looking ready to switch targets. But Kane continues on. If you punch Ethan, what do you think is going to look worse? A joke that everyone will brush off within a day, or a fucking black eye that somehow magically appeared on one of our band members during our drive over to the after party? There's paparazzi waiting for us, so unless you want people to speculate over Ethan's words after he shows up injured, you should get your shit together. Adam sneers, but Kane can see the acknowledgement of his words. But they can't fucking stand each other. He's made a good enough point that Adam can't argue with. He drops his arm and stops fighting. King lets go of him, and Adam crosses his arms over his chest, turning to glare out the window and stewing in his own anger as he leans against the limousine door. But at least he's acting complacent. For the time being, anyway. My hero. Academia. Ethan sounds in a falsetto voice, placing his hands over his heart. However, can I repay you? Kane leans back in his seat and nods towards his now empty flask. My drinks are on you tonight. Aye, aye, Captain, he says with a cheeky grin. As he and Ethan slip into an easy banter, Kane making quips while Ethan goes on about his near-death experience with a stone-faced Adam. The rest of the ride goes relatively smooth as they head for the after-party. When they reach their destination, paparazzi wait for them as their limo gains clearance to pass through the iron wrought gates, flashes going off all around. Fucking nuisances. I'm not jorking it. Why did you say clock jorkin'? He mumbles, his expression remaining cold and harsh. The paparazzi can't see past the tinted windows, so there's no point in putting on a performance. As they pull up, the mansion comes into view. It's like every other one he's seen before. Cardboard cutout to show the owner's obscene amounts of wealth, with a courtyard the size of 2 football fields, and a pool, no doubt waiting for them in the back. I didn't jork it to Kane, I thought he was cool, okay? I just thought he was really fucking cool, man. Instead of feeling impressed by the infrastructure, it leaves Kane with a sour taste in his mouth. Also, I clapped. Okay, I clapped. He's starting to wish he didn't waste his liquor on Adam. Luckily for him, these places usually also have wet bars where drinks are served for guests. This is the first place he's heading to. Hell, he might stay there the entire night at this rate. By clapped, he means his... What? No, and by clapped, I mean your cheeks, Geb. Look behind you right now. Get clapped. As the group piles out of the... Too late. It's too late, Geb. It happened. As the group piles out of the car, past other guests loitering out front and talking in small groups, catches a flash of cherry red lipstick and a familiar smile waltzing up to them. Sorry. Sorry, chat. Sorry. Looking respectfully. Looking respectfully. She's changed out of her long, elegant gown and beams at the group. Namely, Adam. Man, his hair's so fucking purple, though. So beautiful. She tucks a strand of blonde hair behind an ear, her cheeks rosy. I'm so glad you can make it. Welcome to my humble abode. Oh, it's her house, she says, shining brightly. If you want, I could give you a quick tour. There's plenty of people, so it's pretty easy to get lost. Thank you for having us, but I think... She doesn't listen to the rest of his words, instead choosing to loop her arm with his and tugging him along. Come on, it's really no trouble at all. Bro's a gooner. He's ready. He's like, oh no, not again. He just had pee-pee. What? What did you just say? Adam visibly stiffens at her touch, and if he wasn't playing nice, Kane's pretty sure he would have ripped her arm off him the second she touched him. Instead, Adam gently withdraws his arm from hers and offers her a tight smile, hanging back. She twirls around in confusion. Adam? I think I'm okay. Thank you. A firm line gets drawn in the sand. Something's caught my throat, sorry. One that says, don't touch me, and I'm not fucking interested. Arya's eyes widen at the implication, and a hasty apology tumbles out of her mouth. Oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to. It's okay. Let's just enjoy the night. Yeah, sorry, just something got caught in my throat. I don't know, what the fuck? Looking respectfully, of course. He gives her one last pleasant smile before striding past her as she stares after him. Nah, leave. You don't have a chance, dude. Sorry, King. Sorry, King. She's not looking for you. She's not looking for that kinda... Nah. Maybe she is, but I don't think so. King smiles apologetic as the girl blinks, looking like she wants to cry. A trace of his real personality revealing itself. Hey, if you wouldn't mind, I'd love a tour. Last time we wound up at one of these, I ended up getting so lost I found myself somehow locked in a bathroom by the end of the night. He then gives a soft giggle at the memory. Oh, sure. Yeah, I could show you around. She doesn't look as enthused as before, her eyes lingering on Adam and his retreating back. But then she's back into hostess mode and she leads him and the rest of the group inside. Eyesight is almost aligned with her hoo-ha. We are never getting eye tracking, okay? It's not happening. We're never getting eye tracking, by the way. It's not happening. Arya takes them through an array of areas made for entertainment purposes. There's a built-in movie theater, a spa area, a pool out back where most people are gathered, a playroom with all the latest gaming consoles, and best of all, a wet bar that Kane fully intends on taking advantage of. Ethan split off about halfway through the excursion. As soon as they'd entered the playroom, someone who knew Ethan within the industry wanted a rematch from their last game of Barrio Kart. I love Barrio. During a different after party. Never one to back down or show off, Ethan accepted the challenge, leaving the three of them to finish the rest of the tour on their own. Crotches? The only crotches I'm looking at are... You know, I don't want to finish that sentence. I'm not looking at any crotches, okay? I'm not looking at any man's crotch. Period. Okay? That's what I want you to know. I'm not going to say what I'm looking at otherwise, because I'm not a creep. Kane remained quiet as he followed behind Arya and King, who talked amicably. You could tell by Arya's expression that she'd already recovered from her earlier encounter with Adam. The only problem? She now eyed King in the same way she did Adam earlier, her eyes drifting over him with something like awe and want. Never mind, she wanted the femboy, chat, never mind. She's a woman of many tastes. But the femboys are oh my god. Whew, almost said something I'd regret. Cain withholds a sigh, already knowing what would follow. That's gonna be trouble later. Not because of her clear attraction to his bandmate. A good portion of people find them appealing, so that's not the issue. It's how King feels about his relationships himself. Like Adam, King doesn't do them at all, although his reasoning is very different from Adam's. He didn't know why until after their first tour together. But that's not Kane's story to tell. Rather than linger on the thought as they reach the end of the tour, Cain nods his head in the direction of the wet bar. Thanks for the tour. I'm headed over there. Arya blinks at him. Did she forget he was even here? Oh, yeah, go ahead. She turns to King, her demeanor completely shifting. Do you want to go over to the pool? I'd love to introduce you to some of my friends. King watches as King smiles, feigning optimism, and keeps a bounce in his step as he and Arya walk side by side, heading out onto the patio. Yeah, I'm gonna need a whiskey on the rocks. Yeah, that's not going to end well for her. She'd no doubt end up rejected twice. Either way, it's none of his business. He shakes his head and heads over to the wet bar. The bartender, pouring other drinks, talks with the guests, causing a few of them to laugh. He's a good-looking guy. A little shorter than Cain. Pretty blue eyes. Not to mention, he's got a cute smile to boot. If the paparazzi weren't waiting outside, you'd think about flirting with him and asking about taking him home by the end of the night. Hey, yo, dude! He hasn't had sex in a while. Hey. Too busy to even really think about it. Real. He's debating on it at least, seeing if the other guy's game when someone huffs as they sit down next to him, pointing their purse on the bar. Chat, sometimes the grind doesn't wait. The grind never stops, okay? You can't have him. He's grinding right now. He's debating on at least seeing if the other guy's game was when someone huffs as they sit down next to him, pointing their purse in the bar. It's Melody, the one who announced their award for Album of the Year. The bartender waltzes up to them. What can I get for you? 2 shots of whiskey. Jack, preferably. God, this night sucks. They drop their forehead onto the bar as the bartender turns to him. And you, sir? What they're having, but make it 3. Coming right up. As he moves away, the individual angles their face so they're looking at him. Someone's a show-off? Oh, excuse me? What? Excuse me? What? Y'all are horny. Y'all need to be bonked. No, not I. No. No. You guys get the bonk. I'm bonking you. What the hell? I didn't say anything. I saw it. I saw what you wrote. I saw. He raises an eyebrow at the comment. They smile. Why bonk me? What? I'm not even the down bad one today. I can only handle 2, but 3 shots? Someone's going to need to peel me off the front lawn and find my missing shoe. Kane laughs at that, tipping his head back before he leans against the bar. 3 shots, that's not that bad. I'll make sure you're not around for the rest of the shots I take then. Might make you jealous. What's her body? How much does she weigh? Like 80 pounds? 2 shots. More like I feel sorry for you considering the hangover you're going to have in the morning and whoever has to hold your puke bucket. What makes you think I wouldn't use a toilet? Can't imagine that pretty of a face resting against someone else's porcelain throne. Unless it's your own and it's gold and heated. But if that's the case, you're a little too extra for my taste, and I'm going to need you to get out of here. What? His lips tug up at the corners in amusement. He plays along. Did I mention it also vibrates? Melody groans. Okay, now I just officially hate you. Get out of my sight. They make a shooing motion with their manicured nails before actively turning their back to him, stealing glances over their shoulder, but smiling to show they're just messing around. If it helps, it's shared between 5 different men. They turn back around. Okay, yes, that actually does in fact make me feel better. They say as they grab one of the shots the bartender served them before tipping their head back and planting the glass back onto the bar. Me vomiting the extra large bathroom stall with a guy in a wheelchair has to wait outside. Guy in a wheelchair's vomiting outside, actually. They hiss through their teeth and shake out their arms. Fuck, that's the best. I really needed that. A rough night. Horrid. God-awful, 10 out of 10, never want to experience again. In fact, I think I'm going to order a 3rd shot because I really would prefer to forget ever agreeing to help with the whammies. I'll cover you, or I should say, Ethan will cover you since it's his tab I'm running this on. They spit out a laugh. On that little shit. Okay, sure. I'll take you up on your offer. You know him pretty well, I take it? Kane asks, downing one of his own shots before slipping into the bar stool next to theirs. Melody snorts, swirling around the liquid in their shot glass. I've never forgiven him for disconnecting my controller during MASH Sisters. MASH Sisters? At least call it Smash Sisters, man. At least call it Smash Sisters. I was winning, and he cheated to get ahead. Never forgiven him since. Melody, is that you? They groan. Speak of the devil. They whirl around in their seat as Ethan strolls up, his eyes sparkling with humor. Kane simply remains facing forward, only peering over his shoulder. He's taken off his jacket and now his sleeves are rolled up, hands tucked into the pockets of his pants, his shoulders relaxed. Kane can't help but envy how easy Ethan makes it look. He doubts Ethan drank anything tonight. He's a casual drinker, unlike Kane, who's well acquainted with Jack and vodka. At most, he probably settled for a beer. Even so, he's in his natural element when speaking and joking around with others. There's a few people over from the playroom, no doubt, waiting for him to return in order to start another game. It's something that Kane envies in the deepest recesses of his soul. Kane, you need to be a gamer! Don't. Something in the back of his mind hisses. Kane's hand tightens around the shot glass he's holding, his inner self-hatred curling around him like a vice. You remember what happened the last time you let those feelings rule you, don't you? And he does. The memory comes crystal clear, sharp and cutting, the regrets from that day haunting him during every waking moment, his sleep no better. He lost, by the way. He lost in Super Smash Bros. He swallows the lump forming in his throat. Won't unplug it this time. Kane hears Ethan says as he keys back in on the conversation. Melody rolls their eyes at Ethan before leaning back against the barn, folding their arms over their chest, their eyes narrowing at the prankster with a sour twist to their mouth. You are a menace, and you know what they say. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. I'm emotionally wounded by your distrust of me. Do you really think so low of me to think I'd pull the same stunt twice? At least give me some credit in the fact I'd switch it up. Melody gives him a dry look, but Kane can see they're considering taking the risk of joining in. He missed out on what was said, but neither of them noticed he wasn't speaking anyways. No one ever usually does. He's the type to easily fall into the background, easily forgotten, easily replaced. A miserable, sorry excuse of a man who drinks to cope with things most people can handle without a crutch. No one would miss you if you died. Kane blinks. He's the bass player. They went from 0 to 100 real fucking quick. Peers down at his alcohol, almost accusingly, despite the fact that his sober self always battles with these thoughts. Shit. Maybe he's had enough for the night. If he starts teetering towards that line of thought while drinking, he's gone too far. Melody turns to him. I'm getting my revenge. Talk later. Kane just simply gives an upward tug of a smile, masking his disappointment. He enjoyed their company, but he knows his own isn't exactly the best. Kick his ass. Melody gives him a wide smile before they turn and scribble something onto a napkin before handing it to Kane. A number. He doubts he'll ever text it. Sober him isn't the type to reach out first. And even intoxicated, he knows as soon as anyone finds out about his other side, it won't end up well. Laughter echoes in his ears, mocking and high-pitched. And then he hears the words spoken out aloud. "Bring it, loser." They're speaking to Ethan, but the memory rams into him like a truck. Gab, you can't just say, wait, melody? Like, shoddy, the melody in my head? It's shoddy, like a melody in my head. No? No? Nobody knows that? Maybe that's not what you were referring to, actually. Holy fuck. Never mind. Don't worry about that. Loser. His jaw hitting the bathroom tiles as the laughter surrounding him grew louder. Tears pricking at his eyes. His arms were strained behind his back as he thrashed and tried to fight back but couldn't. Oh shit, he actually... Oh no, flashbacks to my own bullying. Oh no, I was bullied as a kid! It never left me! Yo, Malva, hello. Melody from Hunter x Hunter. Fuck, not the shoddy like a melody in my head. No, not that? Okay. Just gotta make sure. That's a good song, though. Something biting into his side. No. A scream drowned out by mockery, and a smile at the helm of it all, standing and watching as he thrashed and squirmed against their hold. There we go, Geb. I hope Geb's actually singing this in his room. He's just sitting down. He's like, "Got me." Wait. I don't know. I don't remember how it goes. Got me singing like na 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 every day. Is that what it is? Is that what it is, chat? Did I remember it properly? Maybe I didn't. I know I'm not singing it properly. My bad, YouTube. My bad. It is. Let's go. I'm not that bad at remembering lyrics. Got my iPod stuck on replay. Nice. Loser. The sound of glass shattering echoes in his ears. Then pain registers. Kane? Oh shit. Oh shit. Kane blinks his melody, gingerly takes his hand, revealing that he broke the shot glass. Shards of it ticking out of his palm as blood trickles from the wound. They've stirred up a bit of attention from the people around them. Bro, you just smashed your shot glass. Kane watches as King makes his way through the crowd of people, his lips drawn into a tight line of concern, mixed with determination to no doubt reach him. Then there's Ethan, who lingers behind Melody, hissing through his teeth at the sight as they examine Kane's palm. And then there's Adam, with a group of people surrounding him, and Kane watches as his eyes scan the wound, eyes drawn by the blood. It drips onto the ground, Adam's eyes following it all the while. Drip. Drip. A slow, twisted smile that's all mockery forms on Adam's face. But it's no longer Adam's face he sees. The ghost of his past that forever haunts him standing there instead, always on the sidelines to revel in his misery. The same person with that same smile from the memory he recalled earlier. Loser. We should get this cleaned up. They're cut off as Kane gently brushes away their touch and stands up. He's quiet. Kane? He says nothing as he stares straight ahead, eyes locked on Adam. He hears Ethan say something and hears King asking for a medical kit, but Kane hears none of that as he continues forward. Oh yeah, let's fucking go. Yeah, Kane, that's my man. Let's go. That's my boy. Let's start a fight. It's not a party unless there was a fight, dude. Adam's mouth becomes more twisted as he gets closer. He's wearing a scowl rather than the initial smile Kane saw earlier. Was that smile real or imagined? It doesn't matter because now he's standing in front of the man who makes him remember the ghosts of his past. I need to use the restroom and you're in the way. Wow. Wow, wait. He bitched up. The air thickens with tension. The people surrounding Adam start looking uncomfortable, but Adam plays into his character that he lets the rest of the world see. Are you okay? Your hands are bleeding. We move. There's a distinct tension in Adam's shoulders, and if they weren't in public, Kane's almost certain Adam would have angled a punch at him. Adam instead steps aside, keeping on the mask of concern. Kane overhears Adam whispering to those around him as he walks past. I hope he's okay. I'm starting to think maybe he drank too much tonight. He's usually not like this. Someone reassures Adam that things like this happen, and Kane pushes through the bathroom door and locks it shut behind him. Inside, he finds a sleek countertop with 2 sinks, a rain shower head with multicolor LED lights, gamer shower, and a pristine toilet that Kane pulls down the lid on so he can sit down and look at his hand. He plucks the glass out of his skin. He feels empty as he does so. He endured so much pain in his past, he wonders if he's immune to it now. It doesn't hurt. Does using points to unbun work, or is it one outfit a stream? Excuse me, do you want me to somehow double up on the bun? Excuse me, what do you mean? What does that mean? You want me to wear the bun suit twice? You want me to get an extra bun suit on? Or you want me to take the bun suit off? What, you think there's a naked option? Is that really what you're asking, Malva, right now? Because it's not happening. Period. Unbun the bun. He wants me to get naked, chat. I'm very deeply concerned. That's my best friend there. What the fuck? But his memories, his existence, those do. When he's finished, there's a knock at the bathroom door. Kane, can I come in? No. Kane sighs and reluctantly pulls himself up, opening the door and letting King slip inside before he locks it again. King holds up a med kit. We managed to find one. Is it okay if I take a look at it? Kane nods and simply sits back down in his original spot on the toilet as King gets to work on taking care of the injury. No trace of the bubbly persona. He's just King now. Are you doing okay? His soft, gentle voice draws Kane's gaze up. Worry lines his features, and Kane knows that he's not just asking without his hand. King's good at reading people. Knowing when something's wrong, his typically quiet and calm nature making him one of the band's more observant members. Kane's gaze drifts back to his now cleaned hand, soft gauze tapering off the wound. I think I drank too much. Not much more to it. Well, accidents happen, but if that's the case, then what happened out there with Adam? He doesn't look at King. He can't. He's afraid of the pity he'll see there. We don't have to talk about it if you don't want to, but just know I'm here if you do. Out of the corner of his eye, he sees King give a reassuring smile, gentle and full of understanding. King just nods. He doesn't want to talk about it. Last time he opened up about why such a simple word like loser seemed to trigger him. You were envious. That's why you did what you did. Kane sat with his head in his hands, his body trembling as the person speaking circled him like a shark. But he needed to hear this. The acknowledgement that he was a terrible person. That he was evil. That he was a monster. That he was bad because hearing the words aloud would cement it in his mind and stop Kane from doing something so horrible ever again. The person paused to whisper in his ear. He mocked you. Did all those things to you. But he had people who loved him despite those flaws. Who loved you despite yours. Then Kane felt the person draw away in disgust. Kane sobbed harder. No one, because you're weak, and your envy makes you weaker. So trust me when I say I will never let you forget it. Ugh. Kane? He's pulled back into the present and away from the memory, his empty eyes sliding towards King. A dead weight rests on his chest. Kind-hearted and caring King. Like Ethan, Kane envies King. A level head on his shoulders, a serene calm in the face of any storm. King is the single person everyone needs in their life. But no one needs him. Never someone like him. He ruins everything. Not to mention, King wouldn't have done what Kane just did, getting worked up and taking out his frustrations and hatred and regrets on someone else. Because like it or not, Adam didn't even really do anything wrong this time. Sure, he's an asshole, but Kane's not even sure if he was smiling or not since he wasn't close enough to see. He made an asshole out of himself by walking up to him, speaking with venom for no real reason other than Adam just reminded Kane of his past. If he were more like King, he wouldn't have done that. done what Cain just did, proving that Cain's more of a monster than he cares to admit. He bows his head and runs a hand through his hair. God, I fucking hate myself. And a voice whispers back, good. It's what you deserve. I just need to be left alone. Cain says at last, finally responding to King's earlier inquiry. There's hesitation, but King won't overstep his boundaries, and so he simply accepts the request. Okay, but if you ever just need me, just let me know. Even if it's just to talk about nothing in particular at all. Then King gets to his feet and finally leaves Cain to drown in his own bitter self-hatred. He watches as the blonde head of hair disappears past the door frame and hears Adam as well as the rest of the group asking about how Cain's doing. King explains the situation, saying that he needs a minute. Cain lets his head fall back, staring up at the ceiling as the voices outside his door fade away, forgetting about him. Closes his eyes. Of course, whenever he gets attention, whenever people remember or think about him, it's always for something as shameful as this. It's why it's better for him to stay in the background, a complete mystery to everyone else. Otherwise, they get to see these sides of him. With shaking fingers, Cain puts down his pockets and manages to locate his cigarettes, slipping one out before lighting up in the bathroom. He lets himself rot in his self-hatred and misery. Because what's a better punishment for someone whose life is ruled by envy? Him. Oh, we're switching perspectives. I really like Cain. Wow. So fucking stupid. Adam listens to the people around him as they worship the ground he walks on and kisses his ass, congratulating him on winning the award for Album of the Year. He fakes a smile and gives a humble response. Oh, it's not just me. It's so many people who brought this album together. And just like that, people eat this shit up. They start talking over one another, gushing over him, the circle tightening so he's completely surrounded, which makes his skin crawl. So many fucking voices. He's on the verge of ripping out someone's tongue when Walter, the host of the Whammies, clamps a greasy hand down on Adam's shoulder like they're old friends. He doesn't even fucking know the guy outside of what he's heard. There's some shady history surrounding him within the industry, whispers often coming from those who were forced to work with him in the past. Something off about him, and it's a wonder Adam hasn't been sent after him yet. He's staring a hole into Walter's hand when his pocket buzzes. Gives everyone around him an apologetic smile. Sorry, incoming call. If you'll excuse me. When he steps away and manages to find a secluded area, he peers down at the text sent to him. The smiling face of a woman with golden locks and a crystal blue eyes stare up at him. Crystal blue eyes stares up at him. She doesn't have one eye, chat, I swear. One of her hands tipping her wide-brimmed hat up as her other hand holds down the skirts of her white summer dress. Underneath are a list of key details he'll need to know about her in the future. What? Things he can use to his advantage. Adam frowns as his eyes drift up, scanning through the crowd until he finds the woman from the picture standing shoulder to shoulder with King. She's flushed with happiness over the drummer's attention. Arya Adorna. Adam scowls, his jaw setting at the sight of her. Well, isn't this just fucking great? Looks like I have to get close to her after all. What? To be continued. Oh. Well, this is done by Unknown Hermit. It's cool enough. Interesting story. I'm kind of surprised that's where they ended it. It was a kinetic visual novel, that's no problem. But that was You and Him, Cain. I don't know if this is gonna have a sequel. The prequel? Is the prequel gonna have a sequel? You tell me a crab made this game? No. It's just some Canadian old guy in the middle of nowhere. Nobody knows him either, by the way. Shrugs. I don't know. Yeah, kind of surprised. I didn't expect this to... I don't know if this is gonna get a sequel or not or something. Or if this will just... I mean, there's already the You and Him series, which I think the developer said they're actually rewriting the whole series. So I don't know what's going on. I think the developer definitely is changing their mind up a lot, which is not a problem. I mean, it's their story. They're allowed to do whatever they want. It's cool. It's chill. Take their time too while they're at it, you know. But I haven't seen it very often in the scene, so so I was just surprised to see this game come out, a prequel. Developer is so real for that, lol. Hey, I do it. I when I'm writing my story, I fucking rewrite that shit. I'm like, okay, scrap that shit. And it's not a problem. It's not out yet. The game's not done. Technically, it's all a demo, man. It's all alpha. So, no worries. Respect. This was good. I actually really liked this part of the story. I actually really liked this part of the story. It's really good. I like to see the backstory. I like seeing the bandmates a lot. I really like Cain. Cain is based. Cain is based, chat. Anyways, we'll play more of this as Unknown Hermit updates it or whatever. Updates this or just the original game, you and him, whatever. We'll definitely play more because it's a pretty interesting story. King is your fave. The femboy. The drummer. Okay, maybe not femboy. They probably get upset at me calling him a femboy. But come on, man. There's no... It's all about the mannerisms, chat. It's all about the mannerisms. But yeah, it was good. I liked it. So anyways, everybody, YouTube included, this was You and Him, Kane, the prequel to You and Him, which I'll leave in the link in the description below and at the end card. Probably in the card in the top right, too. You can click on that to see my You and Him playthrough. But yeah, thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. And definitely subscribe if you're new here. Like I said, gonna be lots more of this, and we play lots of visual novels, Yandere games, and indie horror in general, and dating sims and stuff like that. So, thanks for watching. My name's Clock if you forgot, and I'll see you next time, okay? Peace out. I like that.